Chalo. Hello, good morning student. Let us enter into the one more session of our mathematics part. We are entering into the seventh session for a chapter number 4, determinant. Now as you know that always we revise the previous topic, but previous topic was very easy. If you remember last time we were doing area of triangle. When three vertices of triangles are given, ax1 y1, bx2 y2 and cx3 y3, then we can find the area of triangle very easily. What is that formula? Del is equal to area of triangle ABC, or otherwise del is equal to half mod of determinant, which consists of all the three vertices x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. So this topic is very easy, and we did some question from exercise 4.3 also. That exercise was very easy. Now today we are entering into the one very important part of this chapter. Certainly question comes for 5 marks in a board exam many times. So what is that new topic? It's an article 4.5. New topic is article 4.5. What is that article 4.5? Minors and cofactors. Now many times I am telling you, whenever you define any particular terms, what happens? The name of that term itself gives you idea about that particular term. For example, minors. In our day-to-day life, in a literature, minors means small one. So suppose we got a big determinant means maybe 3 cross 3, maybe 2 cross 2, or bigger than, which is not in our syllabus. If you got a big determinant and if you convert it to a smaller one, then it is called minors. First of all, let me go through the definition of minors. So how it is defined? Minors definition as it is defined in your book is minor of an element. You select any element. So minor of an element aij, small a, ij, of a determinant obtained by deleting the ith row and jth column of a given determinant. It is denoted by symbol capital M and on the base ij. What does it mean? If you want to find minor of any particular element, it will be given to you. So if you want to find the minor of any elements, you delete the elements of that row and column where that element belongs. Then automatically whatever the determinant you are going to get, that is called minor. For example, if anybody is asking me to find the minor of A11, so you delete this row and this column. So remaining element will be containing in a small determinant, and that determinant is called as a minor. So a big determinant is given, then it can be converted into smaller one with the help of the word minors. Okay. So if a 3 cross 3 is the order of any determinants, you can have a 9 minors, that I will be showing you in a coming example. Now one very important note is given or remark is given in your book. Keep it in your mind. That remark can be utilized for MCQ type question or objective question. What that remark is? Minor of an element of determinant of order n, and if n is greater than equal to, then order of that minor will be n minus 1. So remember this, if determinant is of 3 cross 3 order, then order of that minor will be 3 minus 1, that is 2 cross 2. So this line is very important, keep it in your mind, it can be utilized in a objective type question. So minor means smaller part of a big determinant. Even we can find the minor of a 2 cross 2 determinant also. For example, 2 cross 2 determinant is given to you, and if you are asked to find the minor, so for 2 elements minor will be 1 in a determinant. For a 3 minor will be 4. For a 4 minor will be 3. Deleting the elements of that row and column where that member belongs, that is called minor. So now minor is clear. They are not going to ask you direct question on a minor, but it will be utilized in a further topic. One more important topic in the same article is cofactors. Now cofactor is more important than minor. First of all, one example of minor I took. What that example is, suppose I am given the determinant A, members I took it randomly, 3, 5, 2, minus 2, 4, 3, 7, 2, 9. Now somebody is asking me to find the minor of a type M22. What does it mean? M stands for minor and the elements place value is second row, second column. So you delete second row, second column's element. So members will be 3, 2, 7, 9. You delete the member of a second row, second column. So 3, 2, 7, 9 will be remaining one. That will be the minor of this determinant 3 cross 3. M32 means third row, second column. Third row, second column. So you delete this row and this column. So 3, 5, 7, 2 will be minor of a 3, 2. These are the two examples. Again I am telling you, you can get the 9 minors of a determinant if its order is 3 cross 3 depending upon that elements. So as the question comes, I am going to tell you. Now second important topic is cofactors. Now nothing to do with that factors. A cofactor is nothing but as it is given in your book, cofactor of element Aij is denoted by capital letter Aij. Capital letter A, ith row, jth column. And there is one nice formula given in your book, that element or cofactor Aij is nothing but it's a proper sign of a minor. Now how will you get the proper sign of that minor? There is a formula given in your book, keep this formula in your mind. Aij is equal to minus 1 to the power I plus j. I plus j means number of row plus number of columns, add it up. So automatically minus 1 will sometime give you plus sign, sometime it will give you minus sign, and multiplied by minor of that particular element. I will be telling you with the help of example. So this is formula for cofactor. Below it is given that, so symbol for cofactor is Aij. Now we are going to do some question related to a cofactor and one or two theorems also. Let us see. Now let us see one or two example of a minor cofactors. Intentionally I took a big determinant of order 3 cross 3. Now one example from my side is, suppose A is any determinant given 3, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 3, and they are asking you to find the minors as well as cofactors. So what they are going to do? They are going to tell you with the help of symbol. For example, find 1 marks question or maybe 2 marks question, M13, A13, M22, A22, maybe M23 or A23. 2-3 example, by that you are going to familiar with the minors and cofactors. Once you know how to find the minors and cofactors, then you can solve some 5 marks question that will be told to you in the next session. First of all, you familiar with the minors and cofactors, solve the coming exercise also, so that you can attempt that big questions. Now come on, M13, so put your hand on a first row and third column. So if you do it like this, first row and third column, you will be left with 4, 1 and 2, 5. Delete first row and third column according to this letter. So automatically 4, 1, 2, 5. Cross multiply, 4 5s are 20, 2 1s are 2. So 20 minus 2, 18. And how I define cofactors? Cofactor is nothing but when you put a proper sign to the minors, you get cofactors. Now how will you get the sign? Formula is minus 1 to the power I plus j, means sum of the place values, 1 plus 3. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3, power is your even. So automatically there will be no change in the sign. So in this case, minor and cofactor will be 18 only. Now let me choose one more example. If they are asking you to find minor M22, means minor of a second row, second column. So delete second row, second column. So 3 1 1 3 will be left. Delete second row and second column. So 3 1 1 3. You expand it. So 3 3 is a 9 minus 1. So you will be left with 8. This is our 8. Now again you use the formula for that cofactor. What is that formula? Minus 1 to the power 2 plus 2 place value, sum of place value. So 8 into, this is power of a even, so it will have a 8 into 1 means 8 only. So minor and cofactor is also same here. So purposefully I took a third one where sign will be different. So if somebody is asking me to find A23, so first of all you find the minor for A23, second row, third column. So you delete that second row, third column. So you will be left with this two member, 3 5s are 15, 2 1s are 2, 15 minus 2, 13, minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3. So first time we got a power odd, so naturally here it will be minus 1. So in this case minor will be no doubt 13, but cofactor will be minus 30. So these are the example. In an exercise we 4.4 we got many questions. You solve it, simple question you can solve. If it is of order of 2 cross 2, you can get it within a single line only. So purposefully I took an example of order 3 cross 3. Now there are two important conclusions, remarks, or usually I call it as a theorems in your book. Many times objective question they gives on this particular properties or a theorem. So remember statement, proof is given in your book, but it is not necessary, proof is very obvious. But remember that statement, it can be utilized for objective type question. Now what is for statement? The value of determinant is obtained. The value of determinant is obtained means when you expand whatever the value of determinant comes, that can be obtained if sum of the product of elements of any row or column is multiplied with sum of the multiplication of elements of any row and column is when multiplied with the corresponding cofactors of that particular elements, then you will get the value of a determinant. Come on, once more. Otherwise you remember it symbolically. Del is what? Del is the value of the determinants. So del is equal to A11, select any one element and corresponding cofactor. Then A12 corresponding cofactor, A13 corresponding cofactors, multiply it and add it up, you will get the value of that determinant. This is obvious also, since from the beginning of the chapter we are expanding the determinant in this way only. But second property is more important, I call second theorem. If elements of row or column are multiplied with cofactors of any row, any other row or a column. Now not with the same rows or columns cofactor, but any other rows or columns cofactor, then don't expand it, don't think twice, their sum will be always equal to 0. See how we can write symbolically, A11 multiplied by A21 plus A12 multiplied by A22 plus A13 multiplied by A23. Without thinking twice, answer will be 0. No need of expanding that determinant. You can have a more combination with the more elements. So these two properties are important. Now I am going to tell you one more question on this particular article. Now let me support today's topic with one question from exercise 4.4. So I have selected question number 2 part 2. Question number 1 is much easier. So question number 2 part 2, question is one determinant is given 104, 3, 5 minus 1, 0, 1, 2. These are the elements given. Elements can be anyone, and what that question says, find all the minus and cofactors. It's a time consuming question. It will take some time. So first of all, find all the corresponding minus and cofactors of this determinant. So first of all, do one thing, and naturally order of this determinant is 3 cross 3. So as I told you earlier, total 9 cofactors and minus you are going to get. 3 into 3, 9. So minus and cofactors are going to be 9, and be careful with the sign and check the multiplication also. First of all, make the list of what you are going to find out. For example, what I did, I found the M11, M12, M13 means member of first row first column, first row second column, first row third column. In that way I got the list of 9 minus first of all M21, M22, M23, then M31, M32, M33. So I got the list of 9 minus, and corresponding cofactors will be A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So there is no difference between the minus and cofactor except that sign which I am going to tell you just now. Now if anybody is asking you to find minor M11, so what I told you according to the definition, delete first row and first column's elements. So 5 2s are 10 and 1 into minus 1 minus 1, and then you change the sign. It's like an expansion of a determinant. So 5 2s are 10 plus 1, it will become 11. Similarly, this is M11. Then what is that formula for a cofactor? Minus 1 to the power I plus j. So here I and j are 1 1. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1. So if minus 1 to the power even number, so you will get a plus 1 only. So plus 1 into 11, it will be 11. So there is no difference between the minor and cofactor in this particular values. Now go for M12. M12 means first row and second column. So you will get 3 2 just 6 here and minus 1 into 0. So 6 minus 0, you will be left with 6. But see the power, then power will be 1 plus 2 upon minus 1. So naturally power is odd. So you will get in place of 6, you will get a cofactor minus 6. So difference will be upon minus sign. Similarly go for M13. So first row third column, first row third column. So 0 into minus 1, it will be 0, and 5 it will be 0. Let me see. So I am talking about M13. So what is M13? First row and third column. So it will be like this. So 3 1 are 3 and 5 into 0. So it will be 3 only. Now what will be the power? I plus j means 1 plus 3. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3 means it will be plus. So you will get 3. So here also minor and cofactors are same. So whenever power will be even number for minus 1, your minor and cofactor will have a same values. But when the power will be odd, then there will be difference of a minus sign between minor and cofactor. Let me take one more example. M21 means element second row and first column, second row first column. So it will be 1 into 2 and 4 into 0. So 2 minus 0 will be 2. Now here M22 means power will be even, and here M21 means power will be odd. So see the difference in the sign. Here if it is minus 4, so minus of minus 4, it will be plus 4. In that way you will get the 9 elements of question number 2. Take precaution while taking the elements. Whichever the elements you are going to take, remove that rows and columns elements, and then you expand just like we did in the earlier exercise. So how many minus and cofactors you are going to get? 9. Already we made the list. So according to that letter, you cross multiply the elements and then find the first of all minor and then cofactor. So I made a list of 9 elements. It's a time consuming, then the weightage of question is also going to be more, and they are not going to ask this question. This is part of the one big question which we are going to do in our coming session. So question number 2 part 2 I solved. You try to do part 1. It's a similar to this only. Now one new article is, and it's very important, and this article will be very useful to you to find next article's definition as well as one very important question in a coming exercise. So new article is adjoint of matrix. So first of all let me go through the definition of adjoint of a matrix. If you are having any square matrix, then first step is find cofactors of that square matrix. Adjoint of matrix define that first of all you should have a square matrix. So see, we were doing the chapter 4 determinant, and in the chapter 4 determinant we are using the word matrix, chapter 3. So, whenever I tell the student to prepare chapter 3, simultaneously we prepare chapter 4. Both are interdependent on this. Here you see, we are dealing with the determinant. Now they are using the word matrix, adjoint of a matrix. So, what is the definition of adjoint of matrix? Any square matrix, then in that square matrix, find all the cofactors of a square matrix, then find transpose of this. So, whatever the new matrix you are going to get, that is called adjoint of a matrix. Come on, officially definition is the adjoint of a square matrix which is represented by elements A is equal to Aij is defined as transpose of the matrix of cofactors of this element, where Aij is the cofactor of element. Symbolically, if any determinant is given in this form, then find the transpose of a cofactor. First of all, you find the cofactors and then transpose. So, whatever the answer you are going to get will be adjoint of A. So, element of adjoint of A will be A11, then A12 in the column wise. Here it was in a row wise, remember. A21, so A22, A23, it was here in a row wise. As it comes in a column wise, we are finding the transpose of a cofactors of A. Usually for any matrix, we have a short form, short symbol, but for adjoint, you don't have any new symbol. So, every now and then when you want to write adjoint, you will have to use like this, write adjoint ADJ and A. So, this article is very important. Question related to this article we are going to do in a coming session. For this session, this much. Okay, thank you.